Obviously, the big MacGuffin of Raiders of the Lost Ark is the Lost Ark of the Covenant, but the movie opens with the end of another adventure, the search for a golden fertility idol in South America. Today I'll cover some of the real history behind that idol. I doubt many of you will be surprised to learn that this artifact isn't real, but there are some real-world inspirations. An Indiana Jones comic called The Golden Goddess reveals more information about the idol, stating that it was made by the Chachapoyan people in the year 64 BC. They were called the Warriors of the Clouds, and they lived in the Andes Mountains in Peru. They were eventually conquered by the Inca Empire, who were in turn conquered by the Spanish conquest of the 1500s. Thanks to the chaos of that time, most Chachapoyan history has been lost, but there are a handful of archaeological sites that give us some clues. The remains of a walled fortress called Kulap shares some similarities with the temple in which Indy finds the idol. For example, the entrance to both the fortress and the temple is long and narrow, designed to be easily defended. The tribe of Jovitos, who chase Indy back to his airplane, are meant to be fictional descendants of the Chachapoyan. Interestingly, there are historical records of Nazis researching the South American culture, and even quotations about them from a French collaborator named Jacques de Mayhew. I probably just butchered that name, but it's possible he could have been the real-world inspiration for Belloc, who was also a French Nazi collaborator in Raiders of the Lost Ark. The idol itself also draws from a real-world artifact, a green stone statue of a goddess giving birth, but this comes from the Aztec culture rather than the Inca. The Aztec Empire was much farther north in present-day Mexico rather than Peru. Visually, the real idol is very similar to the one from the movie, even if it's not made out of gold. However, recent studies of the Aztec figure have revealed that it was likely made from more modern tools, and that it's probably a fake from the late 19th century. Just like the Crystal Skull from Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, the fertility idol is largely based off of fiction. That's not to say that there are no South American fertility statues or symbols, because there were, just nothing made of gold and probably nothing that resembled what the film showed. The real-world carvings of the Chachapoyan people don't even remotely resemble the golden idol. Like most of Indy's movie MacGuffins, the fertility birthing figure is a combination of a few real-world ideas with a heavy dose of embellishment. So that's it for today. If you haven't already, please like this video, subscribe to the channel for mostly Star Wars but occasional indie content, follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, and consider checking out our Patreon page. As always, thanks for watching, and remember, it's not the years, it's the mileage.